entrance exams.
Almost there, guys.
Freyas, can you give me right to share my screen, please?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Just 1 second, please.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're live. Yeah, you have sharing rights. You have sharing rights. You're good to go. I want to see some cameras on, please. Ananya, Durgeshwari, Soham. Yeah, thank you very much. Ami, I'm right here. I'm just gonna turn it over to you for a little while. I'll be right back. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Satyam is cheating. He's already memorizing the vocabulary list on the screen. Dikh raha hai mujhe.
I was reading the brain teaser question.
Yeah, that's why I quickly switched off that mode. I know you children are way too smart. So,
Hmm.
yeah, so shall we start with the vocabulary? Children, it is amazing to know good vocabulary, because whenever you talk with people, whenever you are facing an interview, and also when you are appearing for your competitive exam, if you know good vocabulary, you can perform really well everywhere. Wherever you go, you are more respected because you can speak well, you can use your words wisely. So let us see how we can quickly memorize the vocabulary. And then I will also share the exhaustive list of vocabulary with you, so that you can do something like daily you can learn one vocabulary word, and maybe in a year or so you will be through with the entire list of vocabulary. You can do it that way. Today we will learn the technique, and then I will share the list with you, and you can start learning the vocabulary words. Yeah, so these are the few words that I have selected. So our technique will remain the same. We will try to find out some tangible word out of whichever word is given, and try to create a small association to remember it. To start with, our first word is banal, BANAL. Now, whichever words you are seeing on the left side are the words for which you will have to create some tangible word, because these are the words for which these are the words we don't hear regularly. And these are the words for which we cannot create any picture or a visual appearance for these words. Whereas the words on the right hand side are something that you can visualize very easily. So what we will do is, whatever words are there on the left side, we will try to find the tangible word out of it, and then we will try to associate it. Pretty simple. So our first word is banal. Whenever you listen to this word, which tangible word can you think of? Anything which comes to your mind as soon as you listen to the word banal. You have
Pratiksha
2
says
minutes time.
Pratiksha says canal in the
Canal,
chat.
very good, very good. So anything else that comes to your mind? Think for 2 minutes. There are
Banner,
so many different words. Sorry.
banner,
Banner, very good. So we have canal, we have banner. Now what you have to do is, whichever word you select, you need to take the word on the right hand side and try to link it. So say for example, you are taking the word banner. Now you have to associate banner with the word dull. You already know the meaning of word dull. Dull is something which appears to be very hazy, right? So you have to take banner, and then you have to take the word dull and create some association. If you are taking canal, then you need to take canal and dull and create some association. So 2 to 3 minutes time, everyone can start creating their own association. I am truly impressed by the way you are answering and coming up with words. Good job, children. Yes. So if we are taking banner, we can say that it is raining so heavily over here that the banner got dull because of the rainwater. Yeah, so we will take example. I also thought of banner, so I kept ready. I kept a banner ready for you to see. So this banner was about some movie, and then because of so much of rain in Mumbai, we all are from Mumbai, right? So we know how much it rains over here. So because of rainwater on this banner, the banner got very dull, and we are not able to see what is written on that banner, right? This is the kind of association you can create. Now, whenever you come across this word banal, you have to remember your which word you related with banal. So then quickly you will recollect, yeah, the word was banner. And then you will recollect this banner which got very dull because of rainwater. And then you will recollect the word dull. That is the way you will make your association, and then you will recall it. Clear, children?
Yes.
Yeah. If you are taking
Uh,
the word canal, then you can associate, you can create some association using canal and dull. So maybe the canal water was turned very dull because so much the water was polluted because of so much of plastic in it, or so much of what you can say, dirt in it. That is the way you can remember. Okay, but whatever you take, try to visualize it having some picture in front of you so that you remember it for a longer time.
Ma'am,
Okay, children, let us move it. Let us,
ma'am,
yeah,
may I try?
yeah, sure, sure, sure.
I am take the word conditional, conditional.
Okay,
There is a conditional dull.
okay. What do you mean by conditional?
Conditional, conditional means situation.
Situation. Okay. So when you say condition or situation, the only concern is you are not able to visualize it. You are not able to create an image out of it. That is the only concern. That's why we say that as far as possible, try to take a tangible word, something for which you can create a picture in front of you. Now, if you want to take condition or situation or something, just make sure that in your mind you are able to create some picture. Then it is okay. Then you can go ahead with it. But the only challenge is when you take such kind of words, when you try to recall, it becomes a little difficult. Because see, if you remember in the very first class, I told you that our brain is wired in such a way that whatever we see, we are able to retain for a longer period of time. And that's why the basis of memory technique is visualization. So it is okay to find new words, and that is the way you will learn how to create the words of whichever word is given in front of you. But my only suggestion will be try to take as many tangible words as possible. That will help you to recall, retain and recall it whenever you require. Yeah, but you need to try and come up with your answers so that I can correct you and I can suggest you how to go about it. So thanks a lot, Ajmer.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Let us move on to the next word, which is Saturnine.
may I try with the next word, please?
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to ask you, please see if it will work. So associated Saturday night with Saturday night, and the
Right.
night is dark. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. So very good association, Satyam. So you can also make some elaborate story that it was Saturday night, 9 o'clock, and you wanted to go out somewhere. So you asked your parents' permission, and then your parents were like, "It is so dark outside. It is not good to go out when it is so dark." Yeah. So whenever you want to make plan, make sure that you are not making a plan wherein you need to step out of home so late. So when you create such kind of elaborated story, it becomes very easy to remember and retain. So you can actually visualize your home and then the Saturday night picture at your home. Uh, Also visualize a wall clock, and then in the clock you see that it is 9 p.m. And then you are asking your parents that may I go out with my friends? I want to go with them. And then they are like, it is so dark outside. You should ideally not step out at this time. Try to make plans in such a way that you go in the evening and you are back by 8 or 9 p.m. So if you make such kind of elaborated story, it will be very easy to recall. So what will happen is next time when you come across this word Saturnine, you will immediately recollect that entire incidents that happened in your home. And it will be very easy to recall the word dark.
Okay.
You can also imagine the outside, the scene outside your home completely dark. So then the recall will be easier. Okay, great job, Satyam.
Thank
Anyone
you.
else want to share their story? I think that this was. I think this is very apt. What Satyam shared about Saturnine. Shall we move forward? Okay. So our next word
Yeah,
is sordid. So think of some tangible word that you see in the word sordid.
Solid.
Solid. So when you say solid, are you able to visualize some specific solid in front of you?
Yes. I can say it's a the pole. The pillar was dirty but still solid.
Okay, okay. So you need to visualize a specific pillar that you are talking about. How was the color of the pillar? What was the shape of the pillar? Where was the pillar actually located? All these things, if you visualize, it will become very easy. But good job.
Thank
Anything
you.
else? So now you are able to understand how to recall it. So next time when you come across the word sordid, you will have to recollect the word solid, and then in your mind for solid you have visualized a pole which is gone very dirty. Maybe it is because of the rust the pole is looking very dirty. Something like that you will have to visualize, right? Anyone can think of any other tangible word in sordid? Okay, one word that I can think of is sword. Okay, so I can say that the sword was lying for such a long time and it got rusted. So because of the rust, it was looking very dirty. So whichever way you understand, you can relate to it. Okay, our next word is defile, Defile, and the meaning is to spoil. So I will give you 2 to 3 minutes time to identify some tangible word in defile and then associate it with the spoil.
Ami, I have a question, please. It
Yeah.
has to be another word that associates with it, or it can be an image, like an image that you create relating to the meaning of that word. Sorry, can you clarify that, please?
Yeah, so thank you for your question, Priyas, because it will clarify so many others' doubt. So it is both, it is picture as well as the word. So we need to find out a word for which we can create a picture. Now, if I
Okay.
say a word sordid, now a word like sordid, what picture can I create in front of me? So when I cannot create a picture in front of me, it becomes difficult for me to memorize it. So
Okay.
first of all, I will take out some word for which I can create some image in front of me.
So just since we are getting some questions in the private chat, so I just wanted to clarify. So for
Yeah.
example, for sordid, pretend I imagined that I went for a run and it was raining outside and was very muddy and there's lots of kitchar and I'm in my gown and and so that's how I'm imagining the definition of sordid. Is that appropriate, or I have to assign an image like sword or like something solid? I guess
Yeah.
that's the confusion.
Yeah, so when you say dirty, you imagine whatever you imagine exactly what you understand by the word dirty, that it was raining outside and then there was so much of mud and all. But I need to remember dirty with respect to the word sordid,
Okay.
and that is the main challenge. So unless and until I take out some tangible word out of the word sordid, it will be difficult for me to recall. Now when I am memorizing it, maybe for dirty I can imagine something, but here the key is whatever we are imagining, we need to associate it with the word sordid,
Got it. Got it.
because in
Thank you for the
exam
clarification.
in exam I am going to get the word sordid, so my imagination will start from that point.
Got it. Oh, I'm sorry. She's just clarifying for me. So, what she was trying to say is that while she was working out, she felt sore, like
Okay.
wo muscle ka soreness, and she was
Right,
working
right.
out. So that's how she overdid her exercise and therefore became sore while she was working out, while she was running on this muddy track. So, would that work?
Yeah,
That would
yeah,
work.
that will work, because next
Okay.
time when she hear the word sordid, from sordid she will recollect sore and did.
Okay.
So from sore she will recollect that yeah, her muscles were getting sore,
Perfect.
and then
Thank
she
you.
will recollect that okay, she worked out and it was mud and it was dirty.
Okay,
So
great.
then it
Thank you
will
so
work.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah. So let us move to the next word. It is defile. Who would like to try this?
Me,
Dolphin.
ma'am, it can be the file.
Yes, it can be file, the file that we use to keep our papers.
Ma'am, or delete file.
Okay, delete file. So you are using the file which we save in the computer or in our laptop, right? So either ways you can use. Either you can use the paper file or you can use the uh, file that we save in our laptop or machine. So now, whichever file you take, you need to associate it with the word to spoil. So how will you associate? Just try to think about it. Those who are considering the paper file can try to build some association of paper file and spoil. Those who are using our machine file, they can make the association of machine file getting spoiled.
Dolphin, can we relate it with dolphin?
Yeah, why not? Wow, that is amazing. I couldn't
That
think of that.
dolphin spoiled the water.
Yeah. So you can also imagine a dolphin. That dolphin is playing in the water, and then as she is playing, she is splashing so much of water, and the water is getting dirty.
Yes.
Or you can say that as children saw the dolphin, they were so excited and they started giving some food to the dolphin, and because of that food, the water got spoiled. Very well done.
Ma'am, can I try?
Yeah, sure.
Uh, so the file I was placed for so long time in my office that got spoiled, and because of so I took it to a to a seashore place, and I was just throwing. I was just making it play with dolphin, and then the water got spoiled because of the paper, because of the
Okay.
file and paper.
Okay, so what you did is you took dolphin as well as file. As much as possible, use only one thing. So then it will become simple to create the association, right? Because the word given to us is D file. For D file, we can take one tangible word. It will be enough. Because if you take more words, then you may not recollect it when you need to recollect it. So if you are taking file, then make entire association using file. If you are taking dolphin, you can make entire association using dolphin. Got it? So whatever you said is correct, but to simplify it, it is better to take a single word. Right? Okay. Anyone else?
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
So if we take a file, so we can say that in office due to coffee, the file got spoiled.
Yes. Very well done. So, or you can say that the entire night you worked on your project and you created a file which had the entire details of your project work. So you were carrying that file to your college, and some oil spilled on that particular file and it got spoiled. Yeah. Why I took oil? I took oil with some purpose, because if I take
Spoiled.
oil, I will recollect the word spoil very easily. Otherwise, I might get confused with dirty, because this file got dirty as well, right? So then exactly to recollect the word spoil, I used oil. So you can say that some friends were eating their lunch, and while they were having their lunch, some oil spilled on the file, and your file got spoiled. And you were so angry because you worked whole night and you did your project so well, and then you had to change the entire thing because it was your final submission in the college. Yeah, so you can make the entire film so well that you were working entire night, you prepared a very nice file. Try to imagine the color of the file that you have selected. And then you took the file to the college, and when you were having lunch with your friends, by mistake, some oil spilled on that particular file, and the file got spoiled. Easy to remember the entire movie. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So let us move on to the next word. Mitigate. The meaning is to make something soft. As I told you, it is not necessary that you need to use only English language. You can use any language that you are comfortable with. Because in memory techniques, the language is your own language that you are using to memorize the words.
May I try this one? Just
Yes.
okay. So the mitti near the gate is soft. So if that can
Yeah.
be
Yeah. So from mitigate, we can have two words, mitti and gate. And you can say that because of rain, the mitti got very soft. You can do it that way. Yeah.
yes. Thank you.
Shall we move on to the next word, or someone want to try this in a different way?
Ami, may
Okay.
I
So let
try?
us move on. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I went to this birthday party. All my friends were there. There was this big cake. It was a chocolate cake, had all different colors of icing. And in front of the house, there was this chotu mini gate in front of the house made of soft, soft cake. So when we went to try to see if the gate would open, it was so soft, it all just crumbled.
Wow.
Mitigate to make soft.
To make soft. Amazing. So creative.
है ना?
Yeah. So then they must have eaten that cake, right?
Of course, but इतना soft था तो इतना मुलायम था तो it just pulled right off and it was so delicious also. But इतना सा छोटा
Right.
gate and इतना सा बड़ा cake.
Right. So something like you should try making something like this, which is out of the proportion. Remember, in very first lecture, I told you something which is unique is very easy to remember for our brain. So when Priyas said a chotu sa gate tha and itna bada cake tha, this is something unique. So our brain will remember it for a longer period of time. So try to make stories which are out of the proportion or unique. Thank you so much, Priyas, for a wonderful example. Let us move on to the next word, milk, B-I-L-K. And the meaning is to cheat. Which word do you recollect when you see the word milk, B-I-L-K? Some
Ma'am,
rhyming word.
Milk.
Yes?
Ma'am, can I talk in Hindi?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
मैम अब मिल्क मिलता है वो उसमें कुछ कुछ मिक्स मतलब रहता है.
Right.
हाँ.
May I
लोग वो
know who
चीट
gave
करते
this
हैं मिल्क.
answer? Right, right. Very well done. Who gave this answer?
भक्ति.
Yeah, thank you so much for your answer. So from milk, the word can be milk. So you can imagine that a milkman is pouring milk in the can, and while pouring milk, he is also adding some water to the milk. So in a way, he is cheating people by giving the milk which is mixed with water. So excellent example. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Uh,
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
have one for this one. May I try?
Yeah, sure.
So, milk is biscuit plus milk. Okay. And on a cheat day, when you're dieting on a cheat day, you can have milk. So I made like milk a product.
So creative. Amazing. Yeah. So whenever you come across the word milk, you will recollect it is biscuit plus milk. And whenever you have a biscuit, it means it is a cheat day for you. And you will quickly recollect the word cheat. Very well done. Yeah. Let us move on to the next word. If someone wants to try a specific word, please let me know. Okay. Next word is burgeon, and the meaning is to grow, to start to grow.
Burger.
Yes. So how will you associate a burger with to start to grow?
There wasn't a burger stall, which was means having lot of growing in whole state.
Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't hear because the voice is breaking. Can you please repeat?
So
I think he has network issues, Ami. He just dropped off the call. I'm sure
Okay.
he'll join back.
Okay, okay. Anyone else would like
I
to
am
try?
here. I am here.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
So there was
yeah.
a burger shop which was having lot of profit. So it was means growing and spreading his shop in the whole state.
Right, right. So if you remember long back when McDonald's came to India, they started with very few eateries, and then slowly and gradually they grew so well. So you can take that example. Anything else? Anyone would like to try?
Ami, I know you're not able to see the chat, but Prateeksha has written, when we eat burgers, we start to grow fat.
Yeah, very good. Very good example.
Ma'am, it should be a surgeon.
Yeah, you can take it as a surgeon. But how will you create? How will you relate surgeon and to start to grow? Yes. Okay. So if you want to make Friyas, you want to say something?
Yeah,
बाद में कुछ आया surgeon के साथ, but I felt it's best not to say.
Okay. Okay, so if you want to make something very creative, you can say that as soon as the burger was served in a and you started grabbing it, it started growing. By the time you took it in your hand, it grew this big. And you were so happy that आपने छोटा सा burger order किया था, but then you have such a big burger in front of you to eat. So you can also visualize something like this.
yes, I have
Yes, children?
make surgeons का मैंने बनाया. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Due to surgeon's mistake, wound starts growing again.
Okay. Very well tried.
Ma'am, may I try?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so my word is bargain. My word is bargain. Like
Okay.
whatever we do in the market while shopping. So it starts growing, and it's already growing and means मतलब बढ़ते ही जा रहा है धीरे धीरे.
Okay.
Bargaining in the country.
Okay. Okay, so as soon as you get the word burgeon, you need to recollect the word bargain. And through some association or through some story, you will have to connect bargain with start to grow. Will you be able to do that?
And
Yeah.
slowly
So the
bargain
only
starts growing in the country.
okay, so you visualize that there is a market and that market started bargaining, and there are so many other markets around. They also started bargaining system slowly and gradually. So you visualize it that way so that you will remember the word start to grow. Right?
Yes, ma'am, yes.
Yeah. So you need to visualize few market, maybe Crawford market and which all market you know. Santa Cruz market or Malad market. You need to visualize such market and then see that people over there are started bargaining. Earlier it was not happening, but slowly they have started doing it. Yeah. So from Burgeon, we have surgeon, we have burger, we have bargain. Any kind of word which you are able to recollect, you can assign to the word. Right? Shall we move forward, or anyone would like to try any word which is given over here? Okay, let's move forward. Okay, so today's brain teaser. I hope किसी ने आंसर देखा नहीं है. I am trusting all the children. Yeah, so a father is sent to jail and the mother will have to sell her hotel. But their 16-year-old daughter is laughing and looks happy and excited. If they all love each other more than anything in the world and no one has any disorder, how can you explain the girl's attitude? Okay, you have 3 minutes time for this. This is something very easy and I'm expecting answers. It says that a father is sent to jail and the mother will have to sell her hotel. Where have you heard such words? Someone going to the jail, someone selling something, someone buying something. This is your first hint. Other than real world, where such kind of transactions happen?
Movies.
Yeah, what
Movies.
else? Good, good. Come up with such points. Other than movies,
theater,
yeah, good.
Game.
Game. Any specific game you can think of?
Monopoly.
Amazing. So this was the hint, and before I could give this hint, the answer was out. Very well done, Swara.
Thank
So the point over here is whenever something is there in front of you, we need to look beyond what is given in the question and try to think of multiple options with few words given in the main teaser or in the puzzle you have observed. Right? So it is more about how you observe things and then you try to relate to it. Okay, now let us move forward to our next section. Our next section is to remember book or author or any such kind of general knowledge questions that you memorize. So our first book is Bunch of Letter, and the author of the book is Jawaharlal Nehru. Now, if you want to memorize this particular thing, how to go about it? So, as I told you, our is the same. We need to take bunch of letter and we need to take Jawaharlal Nehru and make some kind of association.
Ma'am, can I try?
Yes.
So here was an occasion in our school, and there was birthday of Jawaharlal Nehru, and I wrote bunch of letter to gift Jawaharlal Nehru.
Very nice. And then you visualize the entire celebration that is happening, right? And you also see different types of envelopes in which you are putting the letters, and that entire bunch you are gifting, right?
Ami, I'm so
Well,
sorry. I just want to put something in here. The book is a bunch of old letters, correct? By Jawaharlal Nehru.
okay.
The
Is
actual
it
title
so?
of the book, yeah, it's a bunch of
Okay.
old letters, right?
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No worries.
So
Please
you
just
also,
note that. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Perfect. No worries.
yeah. So you can do something like the letters were old because the papers appear to be very old. Something like that you can put in the story to remember it. Right?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes. Yes, please.
The postman brings the bunch of old letters and he looks like a Jawaharlal Nehru.
Okay. Very nice. Very well done. So you can also visualize that postman who is looking alike, and then he is handing over the entire bunch of old letters. Yeah,
Yes,
maybe
ma'am. Yes.
maybe the envelope is little rusted or it is crippled or something like that, so that you are able to recollect the word old. Okay, very well done. Let us move on to the next book, Golden Gate. Golden Gate, written by Vikram Seth. Okay, so now you have to take the word Golden Gate and you have to take the word Vikram. So how can you associate these two words? When you hear of the word Vikram, who comes to your mind? You have heard of this name many a times in your history. We have heard many stories.
Vikram Aditya.
Vikram Aditya, right? And if you all remember, Vikram Aditya had a golden, what you can say, Sinhasan on which he used to sit. And we have heard so many stories of Vikram and Vetal, if you remember. So you can remember it that way that वो जो भी सिंहासन पे बैठे हुए हैं, that सिंहासन shape is like a gate, and the Sinhasan is made up of gold. As he was a king, everything was very lavish. So you can remember it this way and then make that association. And if you fit this picture in your mind, you will definitely recollect it. Yeah? Okay, let us move forward. So this is...
I try to in another way.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yes, Vikram can be said at Vikram lander, which is the part of Chandrayaan 2.
Okay.
Vikram lander is entering through the Golden Gate.
Very nice. So yeah, so you can imagine what kind of golden gate it was. And you can imagine that entire picture that it is entering over there. Very well done. Yeah. Shall we move forward? Okay. If we want to remember the state and the capital. So the first state is Assam and the capital is Dispur.
Yeah.
So how will you memorize this?
Coffee.
Coffee. Okay.
Tea.
So coffee, tea.
Tea leaves.
So, okay, so as soon as you see the word Assam, what comes to your mind is tea or coffee. Now you have to associate this with Dispur in some way, because our aim it is to memorize the capital.
Miss, can I try?
Yes.
Miss, the capital of Assam is Dispur, and in Assam the Kaziranga is located, and Kaziranga is famous for the one what that one horn rhinos.
Okay. Okay, but how will you recollect Dispur out of this particular thing? That is the key. Whatever you told is perfectly correct, but our aim is to remember the word Dispur. Right? As I told you, you can take any word which can be a tangible word. So from Assam, you can take some word which is a tangible word and try to build a story. That will become a lot easier.
From Assam, I take the name that's Sam.
Okay.
And
May I try?
Yes.
May I try? Okay. Because I am zero at geography, so even I want to learn this.
Okay.
All right. So, असम में कुछ तो हुआ था प्रॉब्लम बहुत बड़ा सा जो फूड कम था वहाँ पे. So I went with 3-4 of my friends to Assam to distribute some food packets to people over there who may have been in need. And while I was distributing the packets, I met this old uncle, bent over, hunched over. मैंने पूछा, uncle, what are you doing here? You don't look like you're from Assam. He said, no, my name is Sam. I'm not from here. I have been living in Assam for very long. And I am so happy you are here to help distribute so many things to my people.
Amazing. So for Dispur, you are taking the word distribute.
Yes.
Because as soon as you recollect Assam, you will recollect that you went there to distribute food.
And then, yes, Sam uncle jo tha na, he helped me distribute all the packets with my other friends.
Right. Amazing.
है ना?
Yeah.
Thank you
Perfect.
so much. Now I will always remember Dispur and Assam.
Yeah.
I don't know about any other capitals of any other states, but Dispur and Assam I will remember.
Yeah. So you can, as far as Assam is concerned, we can also take a Hindi word that is Asman. Yeah. And have you all played that frisbee game? एक डिश होती है फ्रिस्बी, उसको हम लोग ऐसे जोर से फेंकते हैं और वो आसमान में एकदम ऊपर चली जाती है. So you can recollect it this way as well if you like it. One of my students, he took the word rasam in Assam, from Assam, and then he said that dish is plate. तो plate में रसम रखा हुआ है. That is the way he imagined it. So everyone can have their own association and their own stories and remember it. And let us go to the next state, that is Goa. Goa, the capital is Panji. Who would like to try this? Come on, children. I thought you all will be excited to see Goa because everyone loves this place. Shall I give some clue?
Like Goa में पानी something.
Yes, perfect. As soon as we remember Goa, what we remember is beach. And what is there on beach? Water. So water in Hindi is pani. Very easy to relate. But this is my version. You can have your own version, as I told you. Yeah. But do you think this is easy to remember? Yeah. Let us move forward. Next word is Gujarat, and the capital is Gandhinagar.
Narendra Modi ji.
Okay, so from Gujarat, one name that comes to your mind is Narendra Modi. Now, how will you relate Narendra Modi to Gandhinagar? Because our aim is to remember Gandhinagar. So the way you remembered Narendra Modi, can you remember something else or someone else?
Gandhi ji, Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
Mahatma Gandhi ji.
Yeah. So as soon as you see the word Gujarat, the first thing that comes to your mind is Gandhi ji, because he is the one who was so involved in our independence, and there is one Gandhi ashram over there in Gujarat as well.
Gandhiji's is Gujarat is Gandhiji's birthplace, Porbandar.
Yes. Very good. Thank you so much for sharing this. So as soon as you see Gujarat, this picture will come to your mind, and then you can recollect Gandhinagar as the capital. Yeah. Next is Haryana, and the capital is Chandigarh. So one thing, sorry.
Ma'am, Chand for Haryana.
Sorry, sorry, I was.
Chand, ma'am. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
चार ऑप्शन देते हैं, चार में जो करेक्ट आंसर रहेगा उसको टिक कर देना है।
Chand.
Sorry, I couldn't hear to your association. You are saying Chand. Now, how will you relate Chand to Haryana? That is what I wanted to know. Sorry. So you can do either way. You can take Chand for Chandigarh and you can relate it with Haryana, or you can think of something which you see in the word Haryana and relate it with Chandigarh. Either way you can
Ma'am,
do.
can I try?
Yes.
Ma'am, from Haryana, I take that name Harry, and from Chandigarh, I think Chand. Harry gone to the Chand, and it was a new graph for him to take a knowledge from Chand. What?
Okay. So
Yeah.
yes. So do you know anybody whose name is Hari or Harry?
Uh,
Or you can imagine
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah. So as soon as Haryana, you see Haryana, you will recollect Harry Potter. And then you will imagine Harry Potter on moon. Yeah. And as soon as you see that he's on moon, you will recollect the word Chand.
Chand. Yeah.
That is the way you can remember. Well done.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Yes, ma'am. May I?
Yeah.
Or we can
Yeah,
also
sure.
relate the Haryana with Haryali, because Haryana agricultures are so famous. So or
Yes.
Chandigarh we can take Chand. So Chand is full of
Yes.
Haryali. So we can relate this.
Right.
So
So,
Haryana,
yeah, very well
Haryali
done.
and Chandi and Chand.
Yeah, very creative. So you can say that as soon as you went to moon, that is Chand, you were so surprised to see that there is so much of greenery over there, right? So then you will relate Haryana and Chandigarh. Very well done. Or else you can also do something like this. Now this is the picture of Chandigarh, and if you all know, Chandigarh is a city where minimum pollution is there. Why very low pollution is there? Because it is full of greenery. There are so many plantations, there are so many gardens over there. So as soon as you make this picture of Chandigarh, you can recollect Haryana, because green color means hara in Hindi, right? So so many different types of association you can remember, which you are able to relate to. Okay, so I have taken only 3-4 examples, but you can take out the list of all the states and capital and try to remember it, because if your GK is good, you can take in you can take part in so many conversations during debates, and whenever you have to talk on a particular topic, it certainly helps, right? Once again, it is time for our brain teaser. From past 2 to 3 sessions, I am realizing that you all are able to reply to the brain teasers. So this time I have tried and selected a little difficult one. But I'm sure that you will be able to crack this one as well. A man in prison has a visitor. Later, the guard asked the man who the visitor was to him. And the man replied, "Brothers and sisters, I have none, but that man's father is my father's son." The question is, who was the visitor to the man? It looks a little complicated, but it is very, very easy. So do try.
Is he the father of that man?
Sorry?
Is he the father of the man?
Yeah, that's correct. How did you find it out?
Because that man's father is my father's son, so my father's son is me, and I'm his father, so I'm the father.
Yeah, very well done, Swara. So I need not give you a clue also, and you found it out. So the clue was what I have underlined over here. My father's son is myself. And when I say that that man's father is me, that means I am the son. Very well done, Swara. Okay, so Swara, do we have time or we need to wind up?
It's we are actually at 7:04, but we can take at least 5 more minutes.
Okay,
If
okay.
that's
So
enough.
last time, okay, so I will just show you how to use this technique, and maybe next time we can have more examples. So children, if you all remember, we did retaining numbers last time. So as I told you, whenever we need to remember numbers, now our mind cannot create any picture for a number. So our technique over here is whenever a number is given, we will convert the number into alphabet. We will create a word out of the alphabet so that we are able to memorize it. So if you all remember, we gave some alphabet to each number from 0 to 9. Okay, we will quickly revise it and then I will show you 2-3 examples how to do it. So 0 is S, 1 is T or D, 2 is N, 3 is M, 4 is R, 5 is L, 6 is either G or J, 7 is K, 8 is V or F, and 9 is P or B. Right? Initially, you may have to remember this particular thing, but slowly and gradually, as you start using it, you will start remembering it. Now, how to apply this? So, maybe you are given this particular thing to remember that in 1914, First World War happened. Okay. Now, if you look at this year 1914, it is very easy to remember 19 because you at least know that it happened in 19th century. So the only thing that you need to remember is 14. Right? So for 14, what I will do is I will convert it into a word. One is T or D and 4 is R. So can you think of a word using T and R or D and R?
Doctor.
Doctor, very good. What else?
Teacher.
Teacher. Now children, if you remember, I told you last time that only take these two alphabets and you can use vowels in between. But don't use any other words in between, otherwise you will get confused when you try to decode it. So you can take D and R, T and R, you can put some vowels in between. Okay, but don't.
Ma'am, it can be tear.
Ma'am, can it be tree?
Yeah, it can be
Tree.
tree. Yeah, definitely it can be tree. Because T, R and double E is a vowel. So you can definitely take it. So you can take tear, you can take tree, you can take door. Okay. Now, whichever word you have taken, you need to associate it with First World War. So if you have taken tears, then you can say that after First World War, so many people lost their lives. And that's why whoever were witnessing this particular World War, they had so much of tears in their eyes. Right? So if someone asks you, when did First World War happen? So from First World War, you will recollect that people were crying because so many lives were lost. And from crying, you will recollect tear. From tear, you have to decode it to T is 1 and R is 4. So it happened in 1914. Right, children? So this is the way you need to create the association whenever you have to memorize the number. Right? Let me take two more examples so that you understand it well, and then we will see other examples next time. So 1919, the Jallianwala Bagh incident took place. So again, we know that it was 19th century, so we have to remember the second part of it, that is 19. Okay, so when I take 19, it is either D or T and P or B. So think of which words can you come up for 19.
P and T, PT.
Top, very good. What else? You can take tab. You can take tab, that is tablet, short form for. Sorry,
We can take PT, PT, P and T.
it is T and P. If you take P and T, then you will decode it as 91, and then you will put the incorrect year. So that
Okay.
order is also important. So T and D, P and B. So you can have tab, you can have tab, you can have top. Okay.
Tub, T-U-B,
Sorry,
T-U-B, tub.
TUB, tub you can take. Very good. So whichever word you are taking, now you have to associate this word with the Jallianwala Bagh incidents. So if you take it as tab, then you can say that you were watching this particular incidents on the tablet, and then you were so sad to see this incidents. So then you have associated it with your tablet. Okay.
Talk, T.
Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Can we TB?
Sorry.
He's saying TB.
TV. We do not have V as 9. We have P and B as 9.
TB as in tuberculosis, TB.
Okay, TB, yeah, that you can take. But then what picture will you make for TB? Are you able to make any picture in front of you?
Hello. Can I
Yes.
try?
Yes.
Uh, so we can take TB. So in Jallianwala Bagh incident, people came together in a bag to talk about their means religion or
Okay.
something like that.
Okay,
There was a bag in a bag and together. Matlab stock they were talking.
but what have you taken for 19? What word have you selected?
BB bag.
Okay, but 1 and 9 is T and D and P and B. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. So take
Yes,
care
yes.
of this.
I have taken T and B.
Okay.
T and B.
Okay. So which word have you?
Means talk. T for talk.
Okay.
Means in the incident they were come together to talk to each
But
other.
okay, but talk is TALK, right? And here it is
Yes.
T and B or T and P. Got it?
Okay. Means we can't take two separate words. For T have taken talk and for B means incident.
If you take it that way, then it will create confusion when you try to decode it. But I'm glad that you are coming with so many options so that you will understand it in a better way. See, our purpose behind memorizing it in this manner is whenever we decode it, we are able to get the correct value. But if we don't create it in a proper way, it will be difficult for us. It will become difficult for us to decode it, right? So whenever there are more than two numbers, then we take the pair of two numbers, because at least to create a word we require two alphabets, right? So whenever there are four numbers to remember, we break them into a pair of two numbers. So it is advisable to take at least two numbers so that you are able to create some word. So if say if you have to memorize only one number, then I would say put a zero before that number. So at least you will take some number to create a meaningful word. That is the whole idea. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you the logic behind how to memorize numbers. We will certainly look in more detail next time, and we will see other techniques as well. Okay, this is just for you to practice. So by the time we meet next time, try to create more words using the numbers. Say from 1 to 30, try to create your own words using these numbers. And then it will become very quick for you to create the associations. Yeah, so once you are ready with your words, we will see more examples how to memorize the numbers. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of you have completed this particular activity, handprint activity. If you have not completed it, please do it. Uh, you all know how to do it, or you want me to repeat the activity?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have to make a print of your left hand and your right hand. Inside your left hand, you have to write all the qualities that you have within you, all the qualities that has helped you to reach at the place where you are today. It could be intelligent, it could be confident, honest, polite, etc. Whatever you think you are. And in the right hand side, on the right hand, you have to write all the qualities that you want. So you are at a certain level today. To grow further, what do you think, which qualities will help you? All those qualities you have to write on the right hand. Okay. Now, whatever you have written on the left hand, that is the qualities I have, for that you will write your affirmations. So let's say on the left hand, you have written confident, honest, intelligent, forgiving, great sports person, obedient, humble, modest, etc. Okay, so for whatever you have written on the left hand side, all the good qualities, okay, you will write it as I am and then the keyword. So this will become your list of affirmations. Before going to sleep or after you wake up, you can just speak out this list of affirmations, and you will see that it will help you in so many different ways. Okay. And whatever you have written on the right hand side, for that also I will explain you how to go about it. Next time I will speak to you about it. But by the time we meet next time, try to complete this particular activity of the left hand.
Okay.
And for the right hand, at least write down whatever qualities you aspire to have. Okay, children?
Okay.
Yeah. So we end the session over here. And if you want, I will share the list of vocabulary with you on the WhatsApp. And every day you can try to learn one word and you can grow your vocabulary very well this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to say on behalf of everybody, thank you very much for investing all these weeks into us. We're truly having a great time, and I'm sure after we finish the next class, all of us are going to use all these tips in our exams, in our studies, because our exam season is also coming forward. So thank you so much for all the learnings. We're so glad we have a trustee in house who's also a memory trainer, so it helps us both ways. And we're really looking forward to the next session. Thank
It
you
is
very
my
much.
pleasure. It is my pleasure, Swara.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for amazing participation. I truly enjoy being with you all.
Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am. Thank you, everybody. Bye
God
bye.
bless you all. Yeah. Bye
Thank
bye.
you, Nandita.
Bye bye.
So much,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Thank you,
children.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome, children.